Brother Naquam, watchman for Israel, coming back at you with these precepts and another cold cut, giving, of course, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashima Mashiach Kwamalaki Bashai, double honors to the elect elders of the house of David that's been in this truth for decades and decades, patiently waiting and laboring for the second coming of our Lord Yahushai. A hearty, mighty shalom to all of the mighty men of the Most High God who are out there in the highways and byways, pushing this truth, magnifying the ministry, presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice, and enduring all things for the elect's sake. Shalom, shalom. Shalom to all of the men that may not be out there in the highways and byways as of yet, but they're working on it. They're getting built up in the spirit. They're praying. They're fasting. They're studying. They're being diligent, and they're abounding in the work of the Lord. Shalom, shalom. Shalom to all of the Aquath out there, the sincere sisters that are out there zealous, diligent, and on fire, and moving in the spirit of our righteous foremothers. Shalom to the ancient men. Shalom to the children. Shalom to the elect of Israel scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. And shalom to everybody tuning in live through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashima Mashiach Kwamalaki Bashai, Pressy Valentine, Ak Aman, Bani Asha'Allah, Shalom, Yaakov Israel, Yakal Salah, Shalom King, Yvette McKellar, Benjamin Youngwolf, Shalom, Don Israel Tamid, Ephraimite Ak, Shalom, WFI Trinidad, Shalom King, Yahweh's Chosen, Kyoko Ben Yumyin, Eleazar the Servant, Yazian David Yehuda Israel, and everybody else tuning in and that will tune in, Lord willing. This will be a quick cold cut through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashima Mashiach Kwamalaki Bashai. Loyalty is everything, right? Be reliable, be dependable, right? I titled this something along those lines, right? I had a few titles that, I was meditating on through the spirit in these last days regarding the brotherhood, regarding the congregation, regarding friendship, regarding loyalty. In the spirit of Israel, there's a lot of division. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of murmuring. There's a lot of backbiting. There's a lot of traitors. There's a lot of getting this going on, and it's going to continually increase. Yahushua prophesied of the destruction that will come on the earth. He prophesied of wars and nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. Yahushua prophesied of strange signs in the sun and the moon, and fearful sights from heaven. But another thing Yahushua prophesied on was that the behavior and the love of men would be changed, right? And one of the things that Yahushua prophesied of was the love of many is going to wax cold, right? Let's actually get that. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and I'm going to read verse number 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So Yahushua also prophesied about relationships deteriorate. People are going to be traitors. People are going to be just off. People are going to be off-putting. Right? The love of men, there's going to be a cold-hearted spirit in the earth, man. The love of men is going to wax cold, man. You won't be able to communicate, conversate, talk. Everybody's going to have their own agenda and ulterior motive. People are going to use people for finances, for their namesake, for filthy lucre. All these things are going to increase on the earth, man. Right? And we want to pray to Yahweh Shai that we're not affected by this, man. That we aren't victims of those who wax cold towards their brethren. Right? Because you're going to have more brothers delivering their brothers to death. You're going to have more confusion amongst the brotherhood. You're going to have traitors. You're going to have all of these spirits on the earth, man. And you want to be a faithful and a loyal brother. You want to be faithful to Yahweh, Bashmi Yahushai, and you want to be faithful to the brothers that the Most High gave you, man. And it's really for you brothers, man. Right? Now, you got, of course, you sisters as well, right? That goes without saying. But you brothers that are in congregations, rather you're in WFI or not, or, rather you in the camp, or you just got your brotherhood, and you got brothers that you labor with, you do the work with, be faithful, man. Be a loyal brother. Be a reliable brother, man. Be a brother that that brother's going to be there for you, man. Be a dependable brother, right? Don't be an absent brother, and the aloof brother, and the far off brother, because that brother's not, right? Let's go to Psalms chapter 12 real quick, right? I got a few precepts through the spirit. Let's go to Psalms chapter 12, and I'll read verse number 1. Like I said, this isn't going to be too long through the spirit. This Psalms chapter 12 and 1. Help, Yahweh, for the godly man ceaseth, for the faithful fall, for the faithful fail from among the children of men. I'm going to read that again. Help, Yahweh, for the godly man ceaseth. So the Most High said that the godly man is ceasing, man. Murder's increasing. Remember, these are the days of Noah, man. Didn't the Lord say in the book of Genesis, the 6th chapter, that the earth was corrupt and it was filled with violence, and that the imagination of every man's heart was only evil continually. That's the same spirit that's in the earth right now, man. The godly man is ceasing off the earth. Morals are going out the window. Ethics are going out the window. Integrity is at an all-time low. You have murderers. You have child molesters, man. You have gangbangers. You got men, they be your damn your friend, man. They'll be your brother, and then they'll turn on you. For a woman, people are turning on you for money, man. People are setting people up, scheming, conniving. It's a real treacherous society, man. You got sellouts, you got undercover agents, you got false brethren unawares. All of these spirits are on the earth at the exact same time. You know? All these spirits are on the earth at the exact same time. So the godly man and man of righteousness is ceasing off the earth because this society advocates and promotes sin. So the more sin you have, the more sinners you have, the more ungodly men you have, and the less righteous men are going to be able to magnify the name of the Most High. Right? Let's read on to verse number 2. Well, actually, let's read on. For the faithful fail from among the children of men. So another word for being faithful is being reliable, right? Being a dependable brother, being a loyal brother. The Lord said that the faithful men fail from among the children of men. And you got men, they'll be faithful, but they're really plotting. Maybe brothers, they want your position, man. Some brothers, they want your woman. You know, some brothers want your name, they want your status. Some brothers, they want your money, they covet and see what you got, and they'll abide with you, but they're really plotting and they're scheming. Faithful are failing from among the children of men. Some brothers are emotional too, man. I'm gonna just put that out there. Some brothers, they'll separate from you just off of emotions. You know, some brothers, you might get into it, man, with a brother, and a brother, he'll just never hit you up again. He'll never talk to you again. He'll get extremely emotional, man. He'll block you. He'll cut you off, man. You might need that brother. He might have something that belongs to you. The brother just cut you off. Brothers tell me these kind of things. It's been times when we've been at, well, one time, right? One time, needless to say, these men, they're not in the congregation anymore. But there was a time at camp where there was about 3 brothers, man. 3 brothers. This Eve, we was getting on this Eve for her wickedness, of course. And she threatened us. And she said in Baltimore hip talk, I'ma shoot y'all. You know, she said what she said. And then, you know, she was saying it, you know, I'm gonna get somebody up here, they're gonna do this, that, and the third. And you know, I believe I was teaching. I was teaching that time, and we was, you know, shaking her hand, and we'll be out here. Right? You know how we get down through the spirit and mercy if Yahweh Bashmi Abashai. Right? You know where to find us. We out here every Friday, every Saturday, X, Y, and Z. Prophesying, bringing the precepts out. And me, I remember Amos was there, brothers was there, and we was bold in the spirit, man, by the mercy of the Most High. And then all of a sudden, a brother left, man. A brother that was laboring, he peeled off. He just dipped out of fear, out of disloyalty, out of being unreliable, out of being unfaithful, man. And the brother was scared. I don't know what to do. And the brother peeled off, man. Straight up, gone. Then another brother. I'm going to tell you what happened with these 3 brothers. Then another brother. Well, one brother, he had his kids out there. So, you know, that brother, he kind of got out of there. Right? But I don't think that brother ever came back to camp, man. Now, if a brother watching this that was there, I believe Yardan, Kudash, Araya may have been there, Malachi. You know, some of the earlier brothers in the camp, they could probably speak to it. But one brother, he left, he had his kids, but that brother never came back. Then another brother that was there, the brother said, look, man, we need to just close up camp. Now, this brother, he's back in the world, right? See, the first brother that left, he's into many books, and he doesn't do the work anymore. The second brother who left, he's back in the world. And the third brother, he's back in the world. All these men, they're back in the world, man. So the third brother, he essentially came out and he said, look, we need to shut this thing down. You know, we need to regroup. We need to learn how to politic and build. Let's just shut this camp down. So we're not shutting camp down, man. Now, this is years ago. It's probably 7 years ago. We're not shutting camp down. So you know who's faithful. And we rebuke that brother, man. You think we're going to shut camp down because somebody threatened a servant to the Most High, man? If that was the case, we shut camp down every day, man. Based on how many times we get threatened out there. You know? But I bring that quick account out just to show that loyalty and reliability and faithful brothers are hard to come by, man. They're hard to come by. So if the Most High gives you a loyal, faithful brother and you perceive that, don't let frivolous and small things separate you from the brotherhood, man. Brothers are going to have their oughts, man. You're going to have your beefs. There's going to be some stuff that you might not like about a brother, man. You know? You might not like the way this brother kind of say stuff, or when he drink, he might have a little too much, or you know, you might not like how this brother kind of, you know, read a certain way and kind of get on you. It might vex you. But don't let small things make you separate from the brotherhood, man. Right? Don't be an emotional brother. Right? Let's go to the book of let's go to let's go to 2 Timothy, right? Chapter 3. A lot of brothers leave camps and congregations off of just emotions, man. Some brothers don't even know how to work things out. You know, some brothers don't even know how to communicate, man. Some brothers aren't just loyal. They're not faithful to the ministry. They're not faithful to the Most High. You want to have brothers around you like David had Jonathan, like David had the mighty men. Those mighty men was with David. Salaki. Hey, those mighty men was with David when David was in the wilderness, man. When he was starving, when he was on a run. They was with David when he was the king, and they was with David when David was on a run from Absalom. You know, and it was back with David when David was old, man. Those are the brothers. You want those men like Benaniah, Zadok the high priest. You know, you want men like that. Hushai. If you brothers that read 2 Samuel, you know what I'm talking about. Hushai the Archite. That was David's counselor and friend, man. You know, the king's friend. Benaniah was over the guard, the Perithites and the Cherethites. Zadok was the high priest. Those are men that you want around you, man. Let's go to 2 Timothy chapter 3 and 1. It reads, "This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come." So perilous means dangerous. Dangerous times are going to come. "For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful." Right? Salaki, this page stuck together. Right? Salaki. "Unthankful, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away," man. So you got what the Lord said, from such turn away, man. So you're going to have that spirit on the earth, man. You're going to have this, and these are heavy spirits that I just read. I'm going to focus on a few of these spirits. 2 Timothy 3 and 2, it says, "For men shall be lovers of their own selves." And that's another reason why brothers are disloyal, man. Because some brothers, they really just want the spot, man. There's no such thing as the spot, man. If a brother says, you know, I want the spot, and he's thinking that brother's reprobate. What the hell is the spot, man? The spotlight is on Yahweh Shmi Abushai, man. That's what we're out here for. But you got brothers still leave because they want to make a name for themselves. You know? They want to heap up. Some brothers are disloyal because they want to heap their power tripping. Envy, that's another good word from Mina Israel. Envy. Some brothers are envious, man. And they may not say it, but they think it. You know, they might see you might have a bunch of wives. They might see your children, man. They might see how people perceive you. They might see how people look at you, man. You know? You might be teaching. Somebody might say something on the comment board, then they might teach, and nobody might say nothing on the comment board, and they might look at that, man. And it put a spirit on them, like Saul, when they said David slew his tens of thousands and Saul slew his thousands. That put a spirit on Saul because he was emotional, man. And he wasn't loyal. Here it is. David saved all of Israel, man. He slew Goliath. Chopped his head off, man. You know? Saul was sitting there being a coward. He done saved everybody's life. And then, hey, and all right, David was worthy of that praise by the hand of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You know? It was of the Most High that put that on the spirit of David's, of those women to say Saul slew his 1,000, David is 10,000. That was of the Most High. You know? And if Saul was spiritual, Saul would have perceived that and gave David his due, man. Some brothers don't even know how to give brothers they due. I believe they call it, they say flowers now. You know? Some brothers always just want something, man. Hey, man, get that reader his due. If that brother's a powerful reader, stop envying that brother. Thank Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua for allowing that brother to be a powerful reader, man. You know, ask that brother, hey, what do you do? You know, what do you do to be a better reader at camp? Learn, man. Stop being envious and looking to scheme and plot, man. And if that brother's a good teacher, man, take notes, man. Learn something. Pick up stuff. Stop being a damn demon all the time. Ask that brother questions, man, about, you know, how does he bring it out or what allows him to do that. And that brother might give you some put you on game, man, by the precepts. Stop always looking for an opportunity to take and to be envious and be be full of jealousy, man. And then that drives you to want to break off and be disloyal. And like I said, a lot of you brothers are disloyal over small reasons, man. Frivolous small things. Small stuff, man. I ain't talking to this brother no more. I'm leaving the camp. This brother, you know, he stepped on my shoes, man. This brother, man, he said that the rainbow has 8 colors. I think it has 10 colors. I'm leaving the camp. Well, hold on, brother. What the hell? Does it matter, brother? The rainbow has 8 colors or 10 colors? You know? Some of you brothers, man, you just too... You don't know what's going on, man. I'm going to put it like that. You don't know what's going on, man. You're too emotional. So men are lovers of their own selves, man. Covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful and unholy. Right? Let's read on. Some brothers are unthankful, man. You know, help this brother. You know, guided this brother. And the brother won't even acknowledge that. Like Saul and David, man. Brothers don't even... Man, it's a heavy spirit of envy, jealousy, and pride in Israel. Right? Let's read on. Without natural affection, truce breakers. What's a truce breaker? A truce is a pact, a covenant, an agreement, a deal. You know what brothers say often, man? I die for you, man. I die for y'all brothers. Brothers say that all the damn time, man. I die for y'all. Hold on, but you left the congregation because a brother owed you $5, man, and he was 2 weeks late giving it to you. But you going to die for a brother? But you left him over $10. You die for a brother, but you don't even show up to camp when brothers are out there with their life on the line. You late as hell on purpose. It's not a priority. You don't say nothing. You leave brothers cold and dry. Now, what if something happened to brothers at camp and you're not there? That's going to eat you up, huh? You know? So some brothers' spirits ain't right, man. You're truce breakers. Your word ain't, how do you say, your word ain't bond. Your word, some brothers, your word don't mean nothing, man. You're not reliable. And you tell brothers you're going to beat her, they don't take you serious, man. And certain brothers, when they say they're going to do something, you just throw your damn hands up. Psh, all right. You don't want your name to stink like that. When brothers just count, they already count you out. All right, you know, it's a feast day. It's the new moon coming up. Okay, brother, we need you to bring this. Hey, brother, can you bring this? I'll bring this. You bring that. And they say, well, what about brother Judah? Man, brother Judah ain't coming. And brother Judah right there. And Judah say, yeah, I am. Man, you ain't coming, man. And they just count you out because you never show up, man. You're not dependable. A brother hit you up, man, for a ride to go to camp. Hit you up early. He told you last week he needed a ride, that his car was going to be in the shop, man. He told you last Shabbat. You stay 10 minutes down the way. Hit you up. He woke up early and called you. He texted you. And you just left him on red. You're not reliable, man. Go pick that brother up, man. He hit you up. Call that brother, man. You know? Don't be a demon. Don't be a truce breaker. Right? Let's go to the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14. Right? We've been reading Wisdom of Solomon 14 a lot, man. Right? Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14 and verse number 24. It reads, they kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled, but either one slew another treacherously or grieved him by adultery, so that there reigned in all men without exception blood, manslaughter, theft, and dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, perjury, disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good turns. The father. All right, let me know if you can hear me. Is there any sound? Keeps repeating. Are we back? Let me know if we back through the spirit. Are we back? All right, all praise to the Most High. See that? Satan, man. Satan want people to stay disloyal, man, and unfaithful. Right? Satan want people to stay disloyal and unfaithful. So like I was saying through the spirit, I'm going to read it again. It's Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14 and 26. Disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good turns. So, you know, if the Most High put it on somebody's spirit to help you out, man, remember that, right? If the Most High put it on somebody's spirit to bring you in the truth, remember